Is it working now? Hi, my name is Laurent. Don't worry about the quality because I'm streaming directly from uni and the connection is not that strong, wireless connection. So that's why I've got that blurry effect. Actually, it's not blurry effect. It's low quality. But my face is not very important. What is very important is the 5 points that I would like to raise, things that I've seen with Elvis and different footage, and I just reviewed the final submission from Unitech. 5 key things. The first one, I found that most of you took it very literal, and it's quite disappointing. You had a very interesting soundtrack, but most of you just stick to the title of the soundtrack because it was written deaf. You did something around deaf. I think I'm a little bit disappointed. It's not to say that I'm highly disappointed actually about reading the title and trying to illustrate deaf when you had a full creative brief about really feeling the music and getting out of a stereotype. But anyway, so that's point one. Point two, the pace. Most of the time, that music was quite meditative, and most of the footage that I've seen are very, very fast, and very, very fast, basically. And it leads me to the third point. It's not because you're using mobile phone that you have to shake all the time like that. And that's part of the speed as well. So if you always shake like that when you walk and that sort of things, that's cool for 30 seconds, 10 seconds max. But it's quite nice to have a nice movement like that. Well, actually, Dan and Tom and Max posted a few things at the beginning of the year to show you how to handle the camera, how to put it on your hips or tripod or that sort of things. But everything is shaky. And it doesn't fit very well with the music as well. So that's the third point. The fourth one, I've seen a lot of things, black and white, color, gray. Yeah, it's a lot of things combined together. So probably when you do editing, make sure that you stick to one color scheme, or if everything is black and white, it's really black and white. It's not gray value. So boost the contrast. And finally, the final submission that I've seen, or some of the story, everything is in your head, but from an audience point of view, I didn't get it. So sorry, but I want to be frank with you. I want you to learn something. I think most of you, I'm sure you talked about it, and you agreed about it, but you need to understand that if someone look at it on YouTube, from Moscow, from Budapest, from Shanghai, from whatever, South Africa, they haven't talked to you, and you need to deliver a message to them. And I think because I haven't talked to most of you, the message is very, 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 very blurry and clear and inconsistent. So yes, storytelling, it's not because it's clear in your mind and you want to put such and such symbols here and there that it works. From a naive point of view, didn't get it. So okay, so just to recap, first one, too literal for me, to my taste, and the issue was that I think you focused on the linguistic, on the semantic, rather than on the music and sort of a more emotional aspect of the brief. Second is the pace, that I think is out of sync, and most of the time it's too fast, and I can explain it's too fast because there's a lot of shake like that, and you haven't fully utilized the mobile phone capacity and ability. Then in terms of putting the footage together, it's about transition, and it's also about color, black and white, or whatever gradient or negative aspect or overlay, but to be consistent there. And the last one is about storytelling, and it's not about telling to yourself a story. It's about telling to the world a story. And most of the time, it looks like you haven't considered the audience to whom you want to talk to. So that's my feedback. I hope it helps. I hope you will improve the movie what you will do in the next few years. I'm not saying I'm right, okay, but I'm just passing you some feedback, constructive one, if possible. And yes, so, yeah, thank you. Thanks for the collaboration, and looking forward to hear from you and your e-portfolio later. Thanks. Bye-bye.